An attorney has been added to the special prosecution team that is pursuing an involuntary manslaughter charge against actor Alec Baldwin in the fatal shooting of cinematographer on the set of the Western movie Rust, court officials confirmed on Thursday. What was so striking to me in all of this is in the past, the prosecution has put out a lot of press statements before they do anything. They put out statements about, like, we're going to do a thing. Hey, a thing is coming. Hey, we're going to do a thing. And then they finally do the thing. The fact that there was no press statement on this and it was just a filing and then the filing was confirmed is maybe them learning, or maybe them a little once bitten, twice shy on Baldwin's attorney saying that these prosecutors are running around to the media all the time. Maybe they're just like, maybe we're not going to do that this time. The district attorney for Santa Fe has appointed Erlinda Johnson as special prosecutor to this case, which is scheduled for trial in July. She was sworn in on Tuesday. Baldwin pled not guilty to involuntary manslaughter. Johnson's experience as a criminal defense and personal injury attorney include representing former New Mexico Secretary of State Diana Duran, who resigned in 2015 amid revelations she used campaign funds to fuel a gambling addiction. Well, that sounds scandalous. Duran received a 30-day jail sentence after pleading guilty to embezzlement and money laundering charges. Johnson previously worked as a federal prosecutor on drug enforcement organized crime investigations after serving as an assistant DA in the Albuquerque area. Here's what this tells me. They brought in someone who does not just have a background as a defense attorney, but has worked as a federal prosecutor and a state-level prosecutor. I think it's needed. I think for all of Carrie Morrissey's delightful sass in the things that she writes, that it was clear that there was no prosecutorial background for her, or if there was, it was a very, very long time ago. Her direct examination was not what you would expect from somebody who regularly did this. Defense questioning is normally cross-examination, and her entire style was very based on cross-examination. I'm going to tell you why I think they're doing this. This is an additional prosecutor. I think it is needed to tackle Baldwin's legal team. I think this was strategic to tackle Baldwin's legal team. This is an addition to Carrie. So I think we're going to still see Carrie, but I don't think we will see her doing everything. And I quite like Prosecutor Lewis, and we saw him doing some things, but I think this will divide up the work a bit more. The way Carrie was questioning some witnesses is going to be objected to every single question by Baldwin's attorneys. Her leaving substantive topics to redirect is not going to fly. And this is rare unless you work in a jurisdiction. When you work in a jurisdiction, depending on the size, you get to know the other prosecutors and defense attorneys and the private defense attorneys. Y'all work together all the time. So you've seen other people in trial, you've been in trial with them. In civil, the ocean is much vaster than in criminal. And so you might not know attorneys that you're going up against, and you might not know how they are in trial unless you can ask people in your community. It's rare that you have like tape of how this person acts in trial. Baldwin's team has gameplay footage of this prosecution. It's going to be a lot of the same witnesses. So they can make a playbook tailored to attacking Carrie Morrissey's style, the witnesses' weaknesses, how the witnesses previously testified. They can look at the transcripts, but they can watch the entire thing on YouTube. And that is a very, very unique circumstance that Baldwin's defense team is going to take advantage of. This is a very good law firm with very intelligent lawyers. Somebody is watching gameplay footage and making a playbook. So bringing in an attorney that Baldwin's defense team hasn't seen is going to be very helpful for the prosecution. For deep dives into the stories that I covered here, you can find them on my YouTube channel at The Emily D. Baker and The Emily Show podcast. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. The podcast goes live on Wednesdays. And if you want to stay in the loop with everything I'm doing, receive the fastest notifications out there, and get more Law Nerd community, join me at lawnerdapp.com, our free app for iOS and Android.